What's up with y'all, man? It's Daily Babbler. We gonna just do an update on this Karmelo Anthony appeal. Looks like Law and Crime did a new story on it. I'm just react to it. All right, yeah.
Are going scorched earth on the judge who oversaw the team's trial that ended with him being convicted of murdering fellow athlete Austin Metcalf at a track meet. We have the hundreds of pages of documents claiming the judge overseeing the trial made some major errors. Now, Anthony's team is calling for the guilty verdict to be thrown out entirely. We will also talk about an alleged, off-the-record deal that Anthony's defense team made with prosecutors that his new lawyers say set the now-convicted team killer up for failure. We're on the...
Hey, man, go subscribe and like the Law and Crime Network. You know, also go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well on my channel. But let's get back to this story. I'm gonna skip a little ahead on this, man. I think they're gonna be playing a lot of body cam footage, and we've all pretty much seen those videos. Go skip up to like when they're talking about this attorney and these how they gonna do this appeal. But yeah, 1 second, got it.
Trial. The day before Anthony would have taken the stand, the team alleges the prosecutors went back on the deal. They say that the deal never contemplated a testifying defendant, and they also claim that the defense opened the door to character testimony because in the opening statements for the defense, they mentioned that Karmelo Anthony liked to play chess, which had nothing to do with what happened in the tent. They say, quote, when the moment came for the defendant to make the most consequential decision of the trial, whether to waive his Fifth Amendment privilege to testify, the court allotted the defense 10 minutes to counsel a 19-year-old who threw it and denied counsel's request for additional time. The Anthony appeal team also...
Man, everything about this case was rushed, man. I don't like how they was rushing through this whole trial, man. And this case was a little messy, man, and I think that's what's gonna help him make a great argument and maybe lighten up his sentence.
Bo talks about the speed at which this trial moved, which did include a full testimony on Saturday. They also mentioned that the jury was told that they would be sequestered to a hotel if they didn't reach a verdict that day. Not only is the new team of lawyers for Karmelo Anthony arguing that his guilty verdict should be tossed, they say that the judge who oversaw the case should be recused from future hearings. Now, a big part of that argument has to do with...
I agree with that, man. That judge made a lot of questionable decisions with this trial, man. With not allowing like any black jurors on the jury. That was kind of crazy, man. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
With this interview that Judge Roach gave at FAA after the verdict. Did the jury get it right?
Yeah, they did. You know why? Because they were picked based upon the law. They listened to the facts. They happened here in this very courtroom, and they got a verdict. And so that's the process. Whatever they say, they get it right.
The appeals, reading through roughly 200 pages, the part that stood out to me was this off-the-record deal, allegedly that the prosecution and the defense made, that the defense and prosecution wouldn't bring in, the character part of the trial, that they'll keep it to what happened in the tent. First off, just how common is it to have those type of deals in cases like this?
It's pretty common to happen in criminal cases like this, or even in misdemeanor cases in trials, where defense counsels and prosecutions will have agreements that they say, well, I won't talk about this as long as you can talk about that. However, the principality is what we're talking about here, and is that something that they can rely on that says that it forced him not to testify, and then raised grounds for a motion for a trial. A lot of times, like what Judge Roach said here, his response to that was, is it enforceable? Was it something that was presented before the court? Did the court agree on that? Was it something that was written down that was presented to him? In this situation, it wasn't. Even in the motion for the trial, it states, but it was unreported. It was an unreported evidentiary agreement, and that's the issue.
Yeah, and I know they said that this was a deal that was negotiated through like phone calls, and I don't know what type of record there.
Yeah, man. So this is pretty boring, but they're basically having just a back and forth about the facts of this case and what they were able to prove with the conviction that they had on him. Outside of that, it just seemed like a lot of speculation about what they may be expecting from Karmelo new team, and what the appeal could all entail. I guess maybe what they could be asking for. But outside of that, it's just it seemed like it's just a conversation of them sharing their thoughts and opinions, man. Look like maybe it's like 15 more minutes of this. I really don't want to listen to it. But, man, I hope, Karmelo, man, hope everything work out in your favor, brother. I hope that, the big guy that's doing his thing on the back end, man, and trying to work everything out in your favor. Just stay focused, man. Stay prayed up. Try not to lose your mind in there, man. Just keep it all together. And, you'll be home, brother. Just keep it together, man. Yeah.